Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm talking about an affordable palette, and it is a collaboration with a really famous YouTuber. Without further ado, let's get into my video about the Carli Bybel palette. Okay, so basically I picked up the Carli Bybel palette because for some reason they're selling it on Ulta.com. I picked it up the same time I picked up the Swamp Queen palette, so I figured, I was gonna, get free shipping anyway, so I threw that in there because I was really curious. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on the Carli Bybel palette, so I did pick it up, and this is what the palette looks like. Now this has 14 eyeshadows and highlighters, so it's an eyeshadow slash highlighting palette, and it retails for $20, but I think you can find it on sale all the time. This is what it looks like on the inside. Again, you see the eyeshadow shades and the highlighter shades. On the inside it says aspire to inspire, which is a really beautiful quote, and then on the back here it just gives you a description of Carli Bybel, and it's all white, and then she, I think, loves penguins, so there's a little tiny penguin on here, which is really cute. So if you store your palette like this upright, you'll see the name Carli Bybel and a little pink penguin. Overall, I think the packaging is pretty great. I mean, they threw in a mirror. You can't do too much with it, but I think still for 20 bucks, that's really nice that they threw that in. And I think the packaging is pretty great. So what you get in here is 1.68 ounces, and again, like I said, there's 14 shades, and this is a eyeshadow and highlighting palette by BH Cosmetics in collaboration with Carli Bybel. Now, if you don't know who Carli Bybel is, she's a really famous YouTuber. I think she's one of the OG YouTubers, and a lot of people watch her and love her. The expiration on here is 24 months, which I think is a good, decent amount of time. And it is a cruelty-free product, which I think is really impressive because it is an affordable brand and affordable palette. So now I'm going to go ahead and swatch this whole palette for you guys. Just so you know, none of the swatches have primer, and I usually just swatch them one time so you can see the pigmentation of the shades really well, and also the texture of the eyeshadows. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I didn't really have a lot of faith in this palette. On my skin tone, personally, I don't think it is wow by any means. It's a little too light for my skin tone. The eyeshadows just don't really show up very pigmented. I do like the highlighters. I think they are beautiful highlighters. $20. Honestly, you couldn't ask for better. The other thing I discovered is I used this eyeshadow palette on my friend Crystal, who is a lot lighter than I am, and the eyeshadows really popped on her skin tone. So I do really think that skin tone does make a huge impact on what shades look good on your skin, and also what type of eyeshadow looks good on my skin. This one is just too sheer, not pigmented enough for me personally, and these colors are just not flattering to my skin tone. This deep purple shade looked so good on her, and I think for me, they're just not pigmented enough. But I think if you have lighter skin, this is the perfect palette for you, and it is so affordable. So if I were you and I had light skin, I would just run and go grab one of these because it is so affordable. The other thing I was going to mention about this palette is there are no names on the shades, which I think is kind of disappointing. It is nice when there's names, because if you're filming a tutorial or something, you can refer to all the names. But other than that, I think this is a nice variety, great for a beginner. And I don't have any complaints on the shadows itself. I just think that it's built for somebody with lighter skin. So the million-dollar question I'm sure all of you are dying to know, do I think this palette is worth the hype? For me, this palette is not worth the hype. It didn't work for me personally, but that doesn't mean I don't think it can't work for you. I do think that if you are of lighter skin tone, this would be really beautiful with your complexion. It is an affordable palette, so I really like that. I do appreciate that she tried to create a really affordable palette, because a lot of times YouTubers collaborate with really high-end brands, and I really think it speaks so much to Carli's character. If you watch her channel, she's all about inspiring people. She doesn't try to leave anyone out. She's very inclusive on her channel, which I think is really beautiful. She's a gorgeous girl, but I think she's beautiful on the inside and the outside, so I do love that about Carli. I just don't think this palette was made for me, which is totally fine, because honestly, who can make a palette that works with every skin tone? You know what I'm saying? So if you're curious, I would definitely pick this up, but this one was not worth it for me. Okay guys, that's everything I have to say about the Carli Bybel palette. I have been meaning to film a review on this palette forever, so I'm so glad I got it done. If you found it useful, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up and leave me any questions down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!